Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here and chat to you today about something that we've probably all experienced. And that is starting a training session, feeling really fresh and great, and then halfway through, absolutely crashing and feeling fatigued. If this sounds familiar, then it's likely that your pre-training nutrition is holding you back. But don't worry, today I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to level up your performance. But before we get started, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss another one of my videos and tips about sports nutrition. Okay, so picture this. You head into the gym, you're feeling really good, you're crushing your warm-up, feeling strong, and then all of a sudden, bam, your energy's gone. You have nothing left in the tank to help push you through the rest of your session. Your legs feel like lead, you're really heavy, your brain's foggy, and you're really just trying to survive and get the reps out until it's time to go home. Well, it's because you've tanked your glycogen levels and your body is struggling to get energy to your muscles fast enough so you keep pushing. The key here is to think of your body like a car. If you're not putting in the right fuel in your car, or you're running on a tank that's empty, it's no surprise that you're stalling halfway through. So the question is, how do you fuel up correctly before training so that you can level up your performance? Let's break it down into 3 simple steps. Step number 1, timing is everything. You want to aim to have a pre-training meal about 2 to 4 hours before your training session. And lastly, a small little boost to finish you off about 15 to 30 minutes before your session. This helps to top up your blood glucose levels so you have energy ready to go when your session begins. Step number 2, carb it up. Carbs are your MVP here. It's the main source of energy that your body requires during high intensity training sessions. In your main meal 2 to 4 hours before your session, aim to have 1 to 4 grams of carbohydrates per kilo of body weight. You can also fit in some moderate amounts of protein and fats here because you have a longer time to digest this meal up until your training starts. The 2 snacks that you'll be having closer to your training time, however, you want to aim to have about 0.5 to 1 gram of carbohydrates per kilo of body weight. And you want to prioritize easily digestible carbohydrates here. Think things like white bread, medjool dates, ripe banana, dried mango, or even a sports drink. They are all suitable forms of carbohydrates that will easily get digested into your bloodstream as glucose and then produced as energy for your training session. And step number 3, do not forget to hydrate. This is an easy one to overlook, but even the slightest amount of dehydration can be contributing to your fatigue in your training sessions. So start by hydrating early on in the day. If you are a heavy sweater or you're training in hot climates, even add in some electrolyte supplements to help with your electrolyte and fluid balance. So why do these 3 steps work so well? It's simple biology. Carbohydrates are your source of energy. Hydration helps to make sure that your blood is flowing efficiently and delivering the nutrients to your working tissues. And then timing of your carbohydrates, make sure that everything is in the right place as soon as you hit the ground running, so no more energy crashes. Now, even when you know what to do, it's easy to trip up on some of the details. Even I do it. So here are the main mistakes that I notice athletes making when it comes to their pre-training nutrition. Mistake number 1 is eating too much too late. Maybe you haven't had enough time to prepare your nutrition and you're trying to cram in all of the carbohydrates in one meal. The downside here is your stomach is going to feel super bloated. It's really busy digesting your food, but you have not given it enough time to process the energy. Therefore, you're going into your session feeling bloated and sluggish. The fix here is if you haven't planned ahead and you haven't been able to get in the right amount of carbohydrates before your session, keep it small and simple. Focus on the requirements that you need for your pre-training primer, which is 0.5 to 1 gram per kilo of body weight in easily digestible carbohydrates. And then you can think about taking some full sugar sports drinks with you into your session so you have some small top-ups of carbohydrates across your training. Mistake number 2 is skipping out on protein entirely. We've spoken a lot about carbohydrates and why they're important for pre-training. However, that pre-training meal still constitutes a large amount of calories across your daily intake. So having a moderate amount of protein here is also important to meet your total requirements. It also helps to continuously support your muscle tissue and optimize your recovery. Mistake number 3, over-relying on caffeine. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a lover of caffeine. Give me a coffee anytime and I will be the happiest girl alive. But it's important to note that caffeine does not replace actual fuel, being carbohydrates. So if you're relying on energy drinks or coffee to help power you through your sessions, it's time to rethink your strategy. Caffeine can be really helpful to delay fatigue by reducing the perception of pain. However, it's not an actual fuel source for your muscles to produce more power and strength in your training. That's where carbohydrates are super important. So a good strategy to fix this issue is to actually combine caffeine and carbohydrates before your training session. So having the combination of caffeine and carbohydrates in your pre-training primer 15 to 30 minutes before your training session is the winning combo. And there you have it. No more pre-training mistakes holding you back. With these tips, you're going to feel energized, focused, and ready to crush your sessions. So if this video helped you out, please hit the like button and also drop a comment below if you've tried one of these strategies and if it worked well for you. I'm also happy to answer any questions that you may have. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any other sports nutrition tips that I have coming your way. Bye for now.